back here on our program, and we're talking about losing weight today. We have people here who've been involved in a 90-day transformation. And joining us on the set now, Geneva Mortimer and Antonique Mortimer, mother and daughter.
All right.
Yes.
Yes,
And Mr. Hall continues with us. And Mr. Hall, these are your
clients.
Your clients?
Yes, they are. Wonderful, wonderful people. This is Geneva Mortimer. This is Antonique Mortimer.
Yes.
And they are members of our 90-day transformation system. And they have testimonies that they want to share with you on basically what our system is about, and some praise reports on their progress.
Okay, let's hear from Geneva, the mother, who lost a considerable amount of weight, right?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And first of all, I'm thankful to God for allowing me to be afforded to be a part of this dynamic team of this team, which is a duo of Diane and Faisal. Apparently, one day at work, I knew I was obese, so to speak. I don't want to say obese, but I was really overweight because I was tired, fatigued, barely getting around. And
that's obese.
I overheard a colleague who was talking about some detox. And I usually walk in the morning. I was physical walking. And I said, oh, what's going on? She said, oh, I'm in this detox. I said, detox? What about detox? So she said, it's a 90-day transformation. I said, okay, I'm going to walk. I'm going to come back. I need to hear about that. And she told me, and she called 90-day transformation. I went there, signed up my daughter and I, and we started the program. And it was smooth sailing from there.
And you've lost, you said, 28 pounds?
28 pounds within a month.
Within a month?
Yes.
How you managed that? Tell us how you did it.
Well, we stick to the health plan. We do scientific half salad, quarter protein, quarter starch. And then we drink a lot of water, almost a gallon of water every day. And then we walk, exercise. We did the Pilates, we did the yoga, we did the obstacle course.
Boxing.
The boxing. I walk every day.
So you got as heavy as you were because of food?
Yes, because of body habits. Many years ago, I had a weight problem, but my mom told me not to cook, feed my husband late at nights. But you know, being a new bride, you want to eat with your husband when you come home late at night. And so I started the habit of eating late at night, and the pounds slowly, gradually came on. And the yo-yo diet started. You lose some weight, you gain some weight, you lose some weight, you gain some weight. I had lost quite a significant amount of weight before, but I gained it back. The difference between that program and this program is that it's holistic.
You weren't exercising.
Not
right?
as much as I'm doing now.
You weren't exercising at all.
I'm always walking, but I was eating properly.
You were eating properly or
I
weren't?
weren't eating properly.
Okay.
So you could exercise, like Mr. Hall always says.
But you can't out-exercise a bad diet.
You can't out-exercise a bad diet. So you could even run a lot, but if you eat the bad food, you wouldn't go anywhere. It's like putting fuel in the car. You can put the fuel in the car, but if you don't do that, go service the car on time, you're still gonna have a bad running car. And that's what happened to our bodies.
So what is your goal?
My goal is to be my scientific weight.
And what is that?
About 160, 155, 160.
Well, you got a lot to go.
Oh yes, Mom, I'm ready for it.
You ready for it?
Yes.
All right. And you taught your daughter some bad habits.
Yes,
Antonique,
but you know,
what your mother taught you?
I wouldn't only put blame on her because I have to put the food in my mouth.
Yes.
I still have to consume it. Well, we already are 7-Day Adventists, so we...
Seventh-Day Adventists?
Yes.
Seventh-Day Adventists don't put on all this weight.
And that's the thing. Most persons said to me, they say, you should have been definitely on a plant-based vegan diet, and we still was consuming eggs, dairy, and of course, we weren't eating as much vegetables as we are now. So everything that we try to do when it comes to eating for our personal basis, not after we've joined, but before, was okay, let's make sure the potato salad and that macaroni and you want the plantain, you want to put everything on the dish, and we weren't mindful of the fact that, hey, that balance is needed because you're putting all this in. For me, I wasn't exercising as much as Mom was because she does daily walking. So I definitely was just packing. And because I told them in our coaching session, I said, what played a factor for me was I wasn't conscious because I still was keeping that shape. You know, everybody's still looking at me saying, oh yes, you're properly proportioned. But because of the way I am supposed to be, I was actually obese, unknowing to myself until I stepped on the scale. And then I said, hold on, I am actually at detriment to my own self.
Yes, you're killing yourself with food.
Yes.
And so you've lost how much?
I've lost 18 pounds.
18 pounds.
33 inches.
And you're losing this by exercising.
Well, we officially started when we went there, and which was good because their program actually entails a few different dynamics. So you have to be mindful that in their first interview with you, they're going to weigh you. They're doing body mass index. They speak about your inches. Then after that, they tell you, okay, we're asking you now to go on a detox to clean yourself of all the toxins. And in the process of that, another assessment, what they do is a physical assessment to also allow you the opportunity to see what your ability is. So in going around right there at Goodman's Bay, running around the beach, and what it was so sad for me was everybody's just briskly going, I'm like, whoop, this is much. And then you have to do planks, you have to do crunches, you have to do sit-ups, and it's what you can do in a minute. And from then to now, I've increased. I've moved from 11 minutes to now 8 minutes. I'm walking briskly. I've moved from doing 5 crunches to now 56. I mean, you can see the difference.
Yes.
So I felt slighted at first when I realized that my weight wasn't, the detox, I got a lot of weight loss. But after a while, I started to plateau, and I was informed that we needed to exercise. So as Mr. Hall said, just get a little exercise in. And what Miss Gibson did for us, Diane made sure, she said, I'll send you an item on YouTube or anything, but see if you could come in the mornings. But we haven't had an opportunity to come in the mornings because I'm not a morning person. But we're going to the boxing, which is very intense. And then we go to the Pilates, which is control of muscles and body. You think that it's so lax, but trust me, you work. And then as well as the yoga, which is more relaxing and teaching you breathing.
Boy,
So,
you're an excellent spokesperson for this program.
I love the program. It isn't that I'm just...
You don't need
I'm
Mr.
just
Hall here.
speaking for it. It's just that the program is effective. It
Yes.
works. And especially with doing other things before and seeing the difference.
And you're so enthusiastic about it.
Because I love
you
what
want to go
I have
every day.
Experience, yes. Yes, it is so bad to the fact that when we have an opportunity to have a break, which is normally Wednesday, they don't have anything because I think they have another program there. I'm like, okay, let me tell you a joke about it.
Yeah.
I was at my hairdresser yesterday and she said she had problem with circulation. I said, and in my boxing class, that's what we used to do. We cross our leg. Okay, do it like that. And then I stretch down. I said, now hold on. At yoga, what you do, you take a deep breath. So you can reach.
You teaching this?
Listen, Mommy says she'll be their model.
Yes.
But I think I am their spokesperson for their health aspect of it when it comes to that. And then with the eating, my colleagues are now.
You better pay this woman.
My colleagues are saying to me, man, the food look nice. My mom and I, because we have a rigid work schedule, we plan for the week. So we pack everything come Sunday. And that's our meal for the week. Now, on the nights, we balance our meals because we said that you don't want to have the same mundane thing. I mean, beautiful salads, and because we eat with our eyes. I think that's the biggest problem too, because every time when people go to health places, they get bland food. So their whole mindset is, okay, I have to go on this thing and I don't have nothing nutritious. And you have to make sure you use all your herbs. We even have a garden now. Oh, wow.
I don't have nothing else to ask you. But obviously, you are disciplined now with your exercise and your eating habits, eh?
Yes, I am, and it's also playing out to my colleagues because all my colleagues now, I have my salads, I'm not eating that anymore. I'm watching my weight and everybody, but I don't have the discipline like you. So just do a little bit at a time. That Mr. Hall told us. Just a little bit, small increments. Get big rewards at the end of the day. So take your time. Do what you can do. Mm-hmm. Your body will tell you when it's time to speed up. Your body will tell you what to do. Our body speaks to us, but we just don't listen.
Okay.
It is so wonderful to see you get so excited about this. And I know firsthand that even though these exercise programs sound hard, I know that Diane and Faisal make it so much fun. So the program could go by really fast. Your exercise program is fun, and then you feel it, and you didn't even realize that you just spent this hour working out because of how fun it actually is.
And Mr. Hall, in terms of the amount of weight that a person should lose on this 90-day, it varies from
It varies from person to person.
yeah.
First of all, how much body mass there is.
Yeah.
That's why in the beginning we do the consultation, and we sit down with you with that comprehensive consultation, doing your body mass index, your body fat, and we design something that's very healthy. And even when you do plateau, we want you to know that as long as it's not just you will lose something, if not pounds, inches. Something will happen, and we don't just pay attention to the scale. Even though the scale is important, our focus is on these habits. Because once you institute these habits in your life, then basically if you're doing exactly what you're doing and trusting the process, something will happen. You'll clean up your cholesterol. Something
will happen, even if you're not losing weight.
Exactly.
Something will happen.
Yes.
Something happens internally.
Internally, like I said, we're trying to build this community, and even on the Saturday meetings that we do have, the group support meetings, just the camaraderie, the getting to know people, the atmosphere in the room. Everybody is excited simply because we're not just paying attention to the scale anymore. We're paying attention to each other. So it's community building. One household at a time, one community at a time, and hopefully the nation. That's what we're trying to do.
Geneva, do you feel better? You lost 28 pounds, but do you feel better?
I feel better. I have a lot of energy. And to add to what Mr. Hall says, they also added the Sunday classes because we are Adventists, so they're accommodating. I feel better. I'm less temperamental, so I'm more calmer because I guess the frustration of the weight has subsided. And more better relationship with my family, which is good.
I think it's really wonderful that you went in as a family to do this program together. And I heard that your sister also lost a significant amount of weight.
My sister Ethel, she lost 30 pounds.
30 pounds
and
in
she
a
lost
month.
36 inches. I've lost 44 inches. I guess
You
I
lost
had
44
inches. Now,
Where you had that? They say you were big as buying up.
well, let's put it this way. I was weighing a 22 wide, which is like a 24. Now this is a size 18.
You were using 24.
Yes.
Now you are a size 18.
18.
So you want to get down to what, 14, eh?
No, sir. A size 10.
10? No, but
Perfect
you
10.
can't do that.
A perfect 10.
You can come down to 10
All things are possible with Christ.
if you only believe.
If you only believe. I do believe.
Yes.
I do believe.
So you want to get it down to size 10,
We will.
Yes.
We will. I believe she will.
and you want to get to size 8.
No, I really don't focus on the size of my clothing. I want to just make sure I get to my point because they actually didn't even set a far goal for us. They just said 10%. So once I reach that 10% and I'm almost there, then I'm going to go again for another 10 because I think when we set large goals, we get overwhelmed. So I'm going to do incremental instead because if I foresee, like I told them, I really was happy that I lost weight, but I'm not celebrating. And they said, why are you not celebrating? I said, because I know in my mindset that once I reach a certain finding of where I think I should be, I tend to get lax and go right back to the same thing. Okay, I could cheat. I can have a little bit of this and I can have a little bit of that. And I work with children. So they're like, teacher, here you go. So to control myself, I'm going to keep myself in a mental mindset. And then they did a session Sunday going on with why. And it made me then realize a lot of things that we do unconscious to ourselves and why.
So you've gotten rid of the sugars, your desserts?
Oh, yes, we have.
Yes?
Yeah.
You know,
Natural desserts now, with smoothies. We still have our milk, but we use soy milk instead. We still have substitutes for it, mind you, but it's what's palatable to you. So it doesn't strain you. So if for my aunt, Aunt Ethel, she said that because she's on her medicine, she's eating according to what the diets, what they see that the doctor have, and they curb it. So it isn't that you have to be so rigid on it. and be to the fact that, oh, I can't eat this and I can't have that. You either cut down on the amount or you isolate from it. So they're trying to make sure that you live in a realistic view. Like they said to us, you're gonna go on cruises, you're gonna go to parties. I've been to a wedding and they had the peas and rice and they had a breakfast wedding afterwards, another one I went to. And I had, instead of eating the grits, I just ate the stew fish, but I asked them if I could have it out of the stew. So already they're trying to scrape off the flour. But I ate that and I just drank coconut water that they had.
I see.
So they said bites, what is it?
Licks and tastes.
BLT.
BLT. So
Bite,
be careful
lick,
of the
and taste.
bites, licks, and taste. And it keeps you conscious.
You're staying away from flour.
I'm trying to stay away from it because we're trying to hit the goal weight first.
Yes.
And what they did is, after the detox, they add one of two items back on. So you have a long list of stuff, mind you, but it isolates those bad starches, which will be the potatoes and other items, plantain and so forth. They took a corn, because corn doesn't break down. They do not break down.
Right.
So they take a lot of things out that would actually add to it and put more positive things, sweet potato, or putting in a lot of
Spinach.
carbs that are actually in vegetables. So we're eating spinach, kale, arugula, chard, because we didn't know you was
But
eating
you're
iceberg
staying away
lettuce.
from bread.
Now I will be honest. I've had opportunities where I did cheat, and what I end up doing is, because of my mindset, because of how they coach us, I felt so guilty. I didn't consume the whole thing.
You just had a portion of the
So
bread.
this is what I cheat on. I had my sister and my nephew had birthday, so we went to a restaurant. So we asked them if they could give us a meal that didn't have, but I still eat. We asked them to give us something that wouldn't have these items. So we still ate what was there. We just didn't eat our normal diet compared to what we would have consumed. Or I had my nephew's cake, but instead of eating the full cake, I asked her just for a sliver, and then I didn't eat sweets the next day to make up for the fact that I consumed bad sugars.
Okay.
Faisal, do you incorporate a cheat day in this program?
Well, it's not really a cheat day, and let's get one thing straight. It's not like you cannot enjoy the foods that you love. Our thing is just basically, we want to take the guilt out of it. You can eat foods that will bring you closer to your goal, or you can eat foods to move you away from your goal. If you have a goal in your mind, if you have a goal that you set for yourself, we want you to move closer to that goal. So it's never a matter of bad or good. It's just a matter of closer to your goal or further away.
Okay. Boy, I wish you all well.
Thank you.
As you continue this 90-day transformation.
Yes, thank you.
I have to see you when you have the size
Oh, yes.
10.
I'll be back.
Okay? You come back when you have size 10.
That's a promise.
Okay. Thank you for being here. We have to take a break, and we return. We are going to be speaking with Genevieve Bullard. We take this break. We'll come right back.